We've all been there, right? That feeling, that cold sweat that hits you when a presentation starts to go completely off the rails. But what if you could take those moments, those potential disasters, and actually turn them into your biggest wins? Well, today we're going to break down exactly how to master any presentation crisis. So let me ask you, what's your worst presentation nightmare? Is it the tech just completely giving up on you, the projector bulb burning out, or is it that heart-stopping moment where you're in front of a whole room of people and your mind just goes completely, utterly blank? Yeah, we've all been there. And that anxiety is exactly what we're going to tackle today. Okay, so first things first, we have to understand the nature of the beast. Here's the key. Accepting that glitches and problems aren't just possible, they are absolutely inevitable. They're gonna happen. But once you know what you might be up against, that's when you can really start to prepare. And when things do go wrong, they almost always fall into one of three buckets. First, you've got your classic technical failures. You know, the software crashes, the Wi-Fi dies, the microphone cuts out. Then there are audience disruptions, that one person's phone that will not stop ringing or a side conversation that gets too loud. And finally, there are the unexpected questions, the ones that are maybe a little hostile or just designed to throw you completely off your game. So, knowing what can go wrong is one thing, but how do you actually handle it? Well, the secret isn't about being a great firefighter in the heat of the moment. It's about fireproofing everything before you even start. Let's talk about building that foundation. This really comes down to two completely different mindsets. On one hand, you have the unprepared approach, which is basically just hoping for the best. And then you just react, usually by panicking, when things fall apart. But then there's the professional's playbook. A pro plans for the worst. They aren't just reacting, they have contingency plans ready to go. And this does more than just solve problems. It builds this incredible, unshakable confidence. So what does this professional playbook actually look like in practice? It's really simple. Step 1, backups. And I mean multiple backups. Don't just rely on your laptop. Have your file on a USB drive and have it saved in the cloud. Step 2, pack spares. You know that little bag of random cables and adapters we all have? Bring it. That one extra dongle could literally be the hero of the day. And step 3, have a non-tech alternative. If everything with a plug fails, could you still get your main points across with, say, a printed handout? You bet you could. Now here's a pro tip that is a total game changer. You need to actually rehearse the crisis. This sounds weird, but trust me. Ask a coworker to interrupt you with a really tough question. Intentionally unplug your own laptop and practice how you recover. You're not trying to memorize lines here. What you're doing is building the muscle memory to stay calm when the pressure is on. All right, so you've done all the planning, you've rehearsed, and it happens anyway. The screen just goes black. Everybody turns to look at you. What you do in these next 10 seconds is absolutely critical. This is the moment you take control back. So let's just walk through this timeline. In that first second, your heart starts pounding. Your instinct is to freak out. Resist it. Just pause and take one single deep breath. Then you use the next few seconds to assess what's actually the problem. Is it a quick fix? Is it a big deal? And then around the 9-second mark, you open your mouth and communicate. You calmly and clearly tell the audience what's going on. That simple act alone shows them you're still in command. You know, fixing the projector, that's just the technical part. What truly separates a good presenter from a great one is how they master their own composure while it's all going down. It's really about what the audience sees and feels from you while you handle the problem. And let's be really clear about what composure means here. It's not about not feeling stressed. Oh, you're going to feel the stress for sure. It's about your ability to project confidence and control through your actions, through your body language, no matter what's going on inside. And the best part is, it's a skill. It's something you can absolutely learn. And your body language is basically screaming one of two messages to the audience. Signs of panic are pretty obvious, right? Looking away from the crowd, fidgeting, closing off your posture, your voice getting all high and rushed. Or you can signal control, maintaining eye contact, keeping an open, relaxed posture, and using a steady, measured tone. The audience reads these cues instantly. Okay, ready for a really advanced move? This is next level stuff. Instead of isolating yourself with a problem, you can actually involve the audience. Something as simple as, well, it seems the tech gods are frowning on us today. While I sort this out, does anyone have any initial thoughts on that last point we discussed? This move is brilliant. It completely diffuses the tension and turns the audience into your allies. Okay, let's pull all of this together.
We've covered a lot of ground, but it all boils down to a clear, actionable toolkit that you can start using in your very next presentation.
So here it is, your new crisis-proof toolkit. First, always prepare with a contingency plan, your backups, your spares, your alternatives. Second, when trouble hits, remember the 10-second rule. Pause, assess, communicate. Third, master your composure. Your body language speaks louder than your words. And finally, remember that you can always engage the audience to turn a moment of crisis into a moment of connection.
And that really brings us to the final thought here. A presentation crisis isn't a possibility, it's an inevitability. It is going to happen to you sooner or later. But the difference is, now you have the playbook. So the only question left is this. The next time it happens, will you be the one to define the moment, or will you let the moment define you?